Now, a lot of clipper reviews happen after about a week or maybe a month, but I've had this clipper in my rotation for over a year because I actually used a sample of these way before they came out. Today we're doing a 1-year review of the TPOB GO clipper. This is what it's actually been like using the Go on real clients day after day over the long haul. We're gonna go over the specs, the performance, durability, what I like, what I don't like, and whether or not I think this is worth buying. So before we talk about my experience, let's quickly go over the specs of the Go clipper.
All of the riffraffs, all of the shambles, all of the sacrifices and gambles, all of the heat.
On paper, the TPOB GO comes with the Go Torque digital motor. It's tuned to deliver 7,000 and 9,000 RPMs. It has the Architect blade system. It's a graphene-coated Architect blade with extended range, and it's paired with the Architect Diamond Lap cutting blade for an ultra-smooth feed. It's got a 5-click lever, and it opens up wide to a true #1. It comes with the Velocity grips, which are just these rubber grips to enhance comfort and precision. It has a 4-hour lithium battery with a circular LED status ring. And like most TPOB tools, it comes with a charging dock, and it has the illuminated TPOB logo. So now that you know the specs, let's talk about the clipper.
I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. Joke up a joke and say this is city.
The first thing you'll notice with the design of this clipper is how comfortable this clipper is. Even after using all kinds of clippers over the last year, this is still the most comfortable clipper I own. Even more comfortable to hold and to play, in my opinion. If you're cutting hair all day, every day, that comfort matters, because a lot of barbers will just focus on the power, but when you're doing 8, 10, 12 haircuts in a day, the ergonomics become just as important. The Go feels balanced in the hand, it's easy to maneuver, and I especially like how the body tapers towards the bottom. And that, along with the changeable rubber Velocity thumb grips, it gives you a really secure grip on the machine when you're detailing around the ears or working on tight blend areas. I also just love how this clipper performs. So this clipper has a dual speed motor, the main speed being 7,000 RPMs, with the Go speed being 9,000 RPMs. And after the year or two that I've been using it, I can confidently say that this is the strongest thing about the Go. It is such a powerful machine. For bulk removal, this thing absolutely just eats hair. Whether I'm cutting straight hair, coarse hair, thick hair, dense hair, it doesn't matter. I've never really felt this clipper struggle at all. And even today, it still feels very powerful and very responsive. And one of the things I noticed when cutting with this machine is, even though it is extremely powerful, it's got a lot of RPMs, it still cuts very smoothly. It doesn't vibrate too much in your hands. Some clippers have a lot of power, but just feel too aggressive and loud. Other machines feel smooth, but then they lack the cutting strength. The Go manages to strike a nice balance between the two, especially since you can go for a lower speed for a better fading experience. It just has a ton of power without feeling too aggressive. The 5-click lever is amazing. And it is very easy to work with. It gives you consistent adjustments, and the blade opens and closes very smoothly. And the screw on the lever has never gotten loose on me over time. It's been just as good as the day I got this clipper. Creating guidelines is easy. Removing guidelines is easy. The click just lets you know exactly where you are in your fade. If you're newer to barbering, having a click lever is a big advantage because it makes fading predictable and you know exactly where you are in your fade. If you are a new barber though, I would recommend to just stay at the 7,000 RPM range because it gives a much smoother fading experience and it's a much more forgiving experience. And then eventually, once you're more comfortable, you can start using the 9,000 RPMs for more power and precision. So now moving on to the blade. Architect blade that it comes with out of the box has just held up. After 2 years, I've just done routine maintenance, spraying it down, oiling, and occasionally I have used a different blade on this machine, like the chunk blade, but overall, I have been very happy with the cutting performance. The blade cuts clean and it's extremely precise. I love freehanding beards and afros and straight hair with this blade because it is just that sharp. It's almost as accurate as a trimmer blade, maybe not for lining, but in terms of freehanding and sculpting. It's sharp, it's smooth, and it is just very, very accurate. And most importantly, I haven't experienced much pulling or snagging, and it hasn't really gotten hot on me. For skin fades, debulking, and everyday barber work, it just works. And you can hear every hair being cut. So now let's talk about the battery life, because this is one area where a lot of clippers start showing their age. Fortunately for the Go, it's held up pretty well. It has a 4-hour lithium battery, and the light on the clipper will go red when you have 30 minutes of life left and flashes when you have 10. And even after a year and a half of use, the battery performance is still respectable. I haven't noticed much drop in battery life, if any. It still comfortably gets me through multiple haircuts before needing a charge. And for me, reliability with the battery has just never been an issue. And let me just say this too, this is a very durable clipper as well, which is usually a big topic of conversation for people online about TPOB. And this is probably the biggest reason why I wanted to wait about a year to make this review, because anybody can tell you how a clipper performs after a week. But the real question is, how does it perform after hundreds, maybe thousands of haircuts? Go clipper it has exceeded my expectations. The motor is still strong. The housing has held up, except for if you have the white version like I do, the rubber grips will turn kind of yellow very quickly. The lever still feels smooth, and the clipper just performs the way you expect it to. A lot of people still believe in 2026 that TPOB tools don't last as long, or they're cheaply made, and in my opinion, they're just wrong. Weight and ergonomics, it's incredibly comfortable. Number 2, power. The motor is legitimately impressive, and it is so powerful. Number 3, value. I think this is one of the better values in professional barbering. On the website is $135 USD. That is not bad at all. And number 4, versatility. Whether I'm removing bulk or fading, the Go handles both jobs well. Honestly, functionally, there's really no cons for me. It's a great clipper. Could it be quieter for my liking, like the Play? Sure, but that might mean that it'll lose some power. And this clipper isn't all that loud anyway. It actually sounds very good. The main potential downside to me is the brand perception of TPOB, because some barbers are automatically going to trust, the traditional big name brands more than newer companies, especially a company as controversial as TPOB can be. But TPOB is the fastest growing brand in the industry, and it's got the tools to back it up. Over the last couple years, the company's just dropped some of the best products in barbering, in my opinion. Ever since the Play series, and then the Go line of tools came out, other companies have taken notice of how good these machines are, and they started coming out with better tools, trying to compete against TPOB. And with all the top companies starting to compete with one another, trying to outdo each other and innovate and release better and better tools, guys, it's us who wins, because now we have so much options out there. There's so many different brands coming out, and it's just a matter of preference, because there's a lot of good tools out there. I'm kind of over saying, oh, this tool is better than the other, blah, 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 because guys, there is a lot of good tools out there. And, you just watch videos like this to decide on what you want to try, what you want to buy. But with the Go, honestly, you can't go wrong. It is one of my favorite clippers out there, and I use this every single day. So would I still recommend the Go? Absolutely. This clipper offers a great combination of power, comfort, battery life, and value. And if you're looking for a lightweight ergonomic workhorse that can handle daily shop use without costing a fortune, the Go is a very solid option. Over a year later, it's earned a place in my rotation, and that's probably the biggest compliment I can give any tool. If you've used the TPOB GO, let me know your experience in the comments. I'd love to know how it's held up for you. And if you enjoyed this review, and if there's any videos you'd like me to make, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video.